YouTube, it's me, Jen, your pudgy picker, outside again. Leaves have not changed that much on my tree. There is some laying on the ground. This is going to be your weekly update on leaves in northeastern Ohio. Not for the next 2 weeks, though, because I'm going to be out of town. So I am going to try and put up some kind of video, but I'm not really sure what that's going to look like, because it may not be a weigh-in. It may just be talking about vacation and how I'm eating and my strategies for eating good on vacation, that kind of thing. Because I think I've been on this long enough where I'm kind of mentally prepared that I'm going to be able to do that. So let's get to the numbers. I know last week was a little wah, wah. But you know what? You're going to have those. Not every day is going to be a good day. Not every week's going to be a good week. So my weight loss for this week, this is week number 12. So my weigh-in, which covers September 25th through October 1st. Can't believe it's October already. So my starting weight this week was 236.8 pounds, and my ending weight was 232.8. So I had a loss of 4 pounds. Yay! So I was like inching up on 30 lost, and then I went right past it. So 31.6. Can't believe it. So how did my week go? Food this week, I get into not necessarily ruts. I'm a person who ends up doing, like, I'll eat the same thing for a while, and then I'll move to something else, and then I'll eat that a while. I don't know. It's just the way I am. So I'm still doing my protein shakes. Again, I'm eventually going to have to do a video on that. This morning I thought about doing a video, and I'm like, I just got out of bed and I look like heck. There's no way I'm going to do a video this morning. But I've been having that usually between like 10 and 11 o'clock. My lunch, I know my nutritionist has been on me about having a little bit of protein with each meal. So my standard lunch has suddenly become, I have Greek yogurt. I love the Aldi brand. They have it in, I think, vanilla and then mixed berry. I love the vanilla. So usually I mix that up real good, and then I'll add a little bit to a bowl. I add blueberries. I've been on a blueberry kick here recently. And I get the generic, what is it? You know I shop at Aldi. So I get the Aldi green, like Nature Valley version of the granola bar. I rather do that than get a whole bag of granola, because that can be, granola is a little bit of a trigger food for me. That's something I could just, and measuring it, you can be a little over generous. So I usually get, have the granola bar, and then I just mush it up in the package, and then I sprinkle that on. So I have the Greek yogurt, the granola bar, and blueberries. So I kind of just layer that. It looks so appealing, and it's so delicious, and it's very filling. So that's been my standard lunch this past week. And then dinner just, it changes a little bit, but the combination stays the same. I have a protein. We eat a lot of chicken. I've been grilling, nice days we get, I grill pork steaks and then trim those up real good. I could do beef. You know, I could do just about any kind of meat, but we do love chicken. Like last night I had boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I found a good recipe to do those. Not anything spectacular, but a combination of spices that I really liked. I don't even write recipes down. I usually save them in my phone, and then I try them once or twice, and then if I like them, then I'll write it down, and then I have it in a little book in my kitchen. But this was like just salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, a little bit of, not chili powder, what do you call it? Cayenne pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and what was the last thing? I can't remember now. Shoot, the stupid brain of mine. Yeah. So I put them in a bowl, put just a little, like maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, put that in there, and then you just mush it all up with your hands, and then lay it out on a baking sheet. And then I had a half a potato. My husband and I make a potato I get the bigger ones, like the baking ones. I only buy like a potato a week. I get a little bag of potatoes, and then I get like a yam, and then I bake it and just slice it in half, and then we share it. So I had that, and then I had some roasted cauliflower. If there's any vegetable you're like, yeah, I really don't like that vegetable, roast it. Roast it. You may change your mind. So it was nice because they were the same temperature in the oven, so I was able to just throw it in there, and then it was ready to go, and then pop that potato in the microwave. Easy peasy. I used to make like a little salad with my dinners, but I don't have enough room. With the semaglutide, I can't eat all that. It's just too much volume-wise for me. Let's see. Side effects this week were minimal. And I think that's why I felt so good this week. It was like the medicine was working, but it wasn't like giving me a lot of side effects. So after the first day or two after the shot, I have a little bit of nausea. Again, it's just that where you go, oh, okay, that's not too bad. Now I can move on. And so that's been great. Couple days, last day or two, I've been tired. I know Mr. Pudgy Picker was 8:30. He was so tired. He didn't sleep well the night before. So he's sitting on the couch doing this. And I'm like, go to bed. So he went to bed, and he's like, well, when are you coming to bed? And I said, I'm just going to sit up for a little bit. So, I straighten up and start the dishwasher and do some of that stuff. So I'll just sit here for a minute. And then my head's bobbing. So I'm like, go start the dishwasher and go to bed. So sleep has always been a challenge for me, but I'll have maybe a couple of okay nights, a bad night, and then a really good night. So it's just kind of this, I don't know, I almost don't address it as a problem anymore. I'm just like, well, this is the day I don't sleep well. So I don't know. I know as I lose weight, my sleep quality seems to get a little bit better. My mood this week, because I had less side effects, it was great. It was actually really good. The other thing is, even though I've been losing weight, and you see that number on the scale and you know it's happening, when you feel pumped full of air, you can't go and go, oh, look at me in the mirror. I look pretty good, I mean, you can't really feel that weight loss because you're just, you feel like Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka. You just pumped up, and even though it's gas or it's air or whatever, it's still, you don't feel like you've lost that weight. So this week, it's been great. Now, I didn't mention, but I am kind of adjusting my dosages. I mean, there goes Beans. Anybody on a weight loss journey, especially with the semaglutide, and they're just, listening to what the doctor says or taking that information in, I'm kind of adjusting as I go, which is fine. I mean, it's working for me. So I did 0.4. I was doing 0.25 up until now. I bumped up to 5 and 0.5, and that's when I had that really bad 2 weeks. So this week I was like, you know what? I'm going to go a little higher. So 0.4, at least for this moment, is the sweet spot. So I'm feeling good. I'm losing weight. When you feel better, you're like, hey, let's go for a walk. Or, yeah, I feel energy to do this or that. Or, oh, I could do that tomorrow. No, let's do it now. So I am feeling definitely much better. Appointments. I literally just got off the phone with my nutritionist. I went over information with her. She has been encouraging me to walk 3 times a week, and I've hit that, I think, out of the last 3.5 weeks since I spoke with her. 2 of the weeks, I think I did 3 days a week, and then the other week I did 2. It's just kind of hit and miss. It's very hard for me with my job and what I do to, plan strictly. Even though I work for myself, I have a lot of deadlines and things I have to do and places I have to be on certain days. So it isn't as much freedom as a lot of people maybe have or maybe don't have. I mean, I'm very fortunate that I can kind of maneuver my schedule around. So that was really well. I went over my doctor's appointment with her. about, my A1C being 5 and my bad cholesterol being down and my good cholesterol being up. And she was thrilled. She told me she's so proud of me, and I've talked to her enough that it feels good to have an outside source say, good job, you're doing what you should. And I told her before I hung up, I said, I really appreciate you. I said, you're so sweet and kind, but there's times when I need a swift kick in the pants, and you've been able to do that. And she just laughed. And I'm like, yeah, I need the right thing at the right time. And when I'm kind of like, well, I didn't hit my exercise goal this week, but I'm being honest with you. She's like, oh, I love when you're honest with me, but you still got to get out there and walk. So, it's nice to kind of have that feedback from her, and to know that I'm, where I need to be. So with me going on vacation, she's like, instead of seeing me in a couple of weeks, why don't we just see each other like the beginning of November? She's like, well, when do you want to see me? And I said, you know what, like the last few days of October, beginning of November. I said, by then I'll be, I can be back, and I'll have a, week or two under my belt before I talk to you, kind of get how, get back into the swing of things, and then be able to report how I'm doing. So that was my appointment this morning. I don't think I see my shot doctor for another 3 weeks, which is fine. I have plenty of product. I'm doing what I need to do, so that's not an issue at all. So I'll be seeing her beginning of November. Gosh, this year has gone so fast. Can't believe I started this in July, and it's like it's so far down the road already. Yeah. So when I go on vacation, I guess my strategy is going to be we're going to buy breakfasty type things. We have a fridge in our hotel room, so we're going to kind of have breakfasty stuff, so when we get up we can have that and then go. We always do that. It kind of cuts down on cost, and it also cuts down on the convenience of just being able to get up and have that and then just go and do. So I think that's what we're going to do this time, and maybe even I don't know, snack items sounds bad, but to get some snacky items, fruit, that kind of thing, so that in the evenings, it's nice on vacation because if you don't buy it and bring it into the house, it's not there. So maybe have some of those things that after I've eaten for the day, and kind of keep track. If I need a little something, I can have some fruit. So breakfasty stuff and fruit. Breakfasty stuff for me will just be yogurt, some fruit to put in, and then maybe some more of those granola bars. I could just shift that since I'm not going to have what I need to make my protein shakes. Also, I think I want to buy the pre-made protein shakes, so that I'll have those on hand for a little. Really? Oh, it's the FedEx truck. I'm like, man, who's got a souped up car? Dogs love the FedEx and Euclid truck. He's not stopping. Hey. See, every time he either drives by or stops and drops something off and then leaves, they're like, yeah, we told him to leave and he left. Did you chase that bad man away? Did you chase that bad man away? Yes, you did. Okay, so I guess that's it. I guess that's where we're at. 14 minutes. Look at me. So, I don't know. Like I said, the next 2 weeks, I don't know what that's going to look like for me. And then the week after that, once I'm home and I weigh in, I don't know how that's going to look. But you know what? I'm gonna. I know when I eat right, I feel better, and I want to feel good on vacation. So I'm not looking at this vacation as, woo, time to stuff my face, and who cares? And it's vacation calories that don't count, because it does. So if I stay the same or even gain a pound or two, I'm going to be fine with that. That's all there is to it. So definitely looking forward to vacation, looking forward to having my mindset of, I'm there for the experience. I'm there to have a good time. I'm going to be doing a lot of swimming, so that'll be good exercise. I want to do a lot of walking, hopefully. I don't know how hot it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll see what it's going to look like, and I will report to you and let you know. I've never really excuse me, I usually take my videos and I put them into, something where I render them and I add the, intro. So if you get any videos while I'm gone, it's just going to be basic. Hey, here I am. No edits, no nothing. Goodness, that is a loud FedEx truck. Anyhow, so that's all I got for you. So please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I didn't have any questions in the last video or two. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I know people have been asking what I'm eating, so that's kind of why I went over what I've been eating this week. And I have my little cheat sheet that I fill in all my numbers as the week goes on, and then I have food, side effects, exercise, and mood, so I could just kind of go down the list with you. And this paper's been working out really nice, so we will see. So thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you spending some time with me. If you think this video would help somebody, you could share it with them personally or share it on social media. I do appreciate it. It helps my channel. And make sure to thumbs up or thumbs down. It's all engagement. I'm happy with it. And leaving a comment, even if it's just, you're like, oh, I don't really have anything to say. Well, even just a thumbs up in the comment section, that helps my channel a lot. And I want to keep doing this and other content for you because it's part of what I enjoy doing. And you guys are keeping me accountable. So it's not just the doctor and the nutritionist. It's knowing that I have to come on here every week. And it's like, what am I going to say to you guys? So, I mean, that is keeping me motivated as well. So glad, man. I tell you, I feel like mentally I'm just back on and I'm on this. And I want to see if that can carry through the next couple weeks on vacation. So thanks a lot. I will see you guys next time. And until then,